India, a land of sages, mystics, and timeless dharma. A land where the spiritual and the political have always walked hand in hand, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in conflict. But today, a question haunts the soul of this nation. Do we need spiritual leaders who wield influence like politicians? Or leaders who live for humanity, generosity, and dharma, pure and untouched by power? One stands at the crossroads of politics and faith. Another walks the path of selfless service and moral guidance. The answer may define the future of Sanatan Dharma itself. A Shankaracharya is more than a religious figure. Preserve and teach Sanatan Dharma, the eternal principles in guiding ethics, morality, and spiritual life. Serve as a moral compass for society. Influence the cultural and spiritual direction of communities. Historically, some Shankaracharyas engaged with rulers in politics, but their authority was grounded in wisdom, impartiality, and dharmic vision. They were respected not because they sought power, but because they lived by example, embodying generosity, humility, and devotion to humanity. Swami Avimukteswaranand represents a modern phenomenon, the spiritual leader who enters the political arena. He advocates causes like Save the Cow and sometimes critiques political figures. While these actions may align with moral concerns, they are often seen through a political lens. Public response can be lukewarm. For instance, campaigns that draw little attendance suggest a disconnect between activism and popular engagement. The challenge lies in balancing dharmic mission with political involvement. Intentions may be rooted in tradition, but public perception often shifts toward partnership rather than spiritual leadership. Contrast this with Shankaracharyas whose lives are centered on humanity and dharmic service. Their influence arises from direct acts of generosity, teaching, and moral guidance. They avoid controversies that politicize dharma, earning broader respect and enduring legitimacy. In contemporary India, people respond more to authenticity and selflessness than to political activism by spiritual leaders. Politics can amplify a leader's voice, but it can also overshadow their spiritual mission. Generosity, impartiality, and moral clarity often resonate more than campaigns or political critics. Why might Swami Avimukteswaranand's initiatives attract little engagement? The public sees political criticism as partisan rather than dharmic. Campaigns not tied to tangible humanitarian service can appear performative. In a diverse country like India, spiritual authority is most respected when it is inclusive, compassionate, and dharmically grounded rather than overtly political. The lesson is clear. Spiritual impact depends on perception, and perception is shaped by authenticity, action, and moral consistency. Does India need leaders like Swami Avimukteswaranand? Perhaps, but only if political engagement is guided by dharma, not ambition or partnership. True spiritual leadership prioritizes humanity, wisdom, Integrity. Humanity, serving the poor, teaching compassion, practicing generosity. Wisdom, guiding society ethically beyond the headlines of politics. Integrity, aligning actions with principles of Sanatan Dharma. Leaders who embody these qualities, regardless of political involvement, can inspire lasting change. Spiritual authority thrives not through political spectacle but through living dharma, uplifting humanity, and exemplifying generosity. Political engagement, when balanced and dharmically informed, can serve society, but the heart of spiritual leadership lies in the authenticity, compassion, and moral vision. India has always seek leaders who guide with the mind of a sage and the heart of a servant. It is the balance between action and principle that defines the future of Sanatan Dharma.